Hey guys, we're back. This time we're taking a look at the IS-2 expansion for Gale Force 9's tanks. Wanted to expand my Russian platoon just a bit, so picked one of these up and we'll get in and take a look. So there's a look at our IS-2 and the different build options here. You have the IS-2 and the IS-85. Basically, I think the only real difference is the guns. So you have a couple different to choose from. Onto our spruces, we have two upper hulls for these, which are odd. The only major difference is the front. You can see the piece right here on the very front is slightly different. Other than that, I think they're identical. Again, they only gave us one turret, upper and lower section, so despite the fact that there's two guns, you can only build one turret. I really like the American Shermans, where they give you both turrets so you can build both and interchange them as you wanted. There we have our two gun mantle. That looks like a hull gun, maybe. That's the turret peg. And then we have our two barrels for the IS-2 and 85 there. On our second spruce, we have one lower hull. It's really long too. There's our tracks. There's the tracks. And we have a bunch of extra add-ons. Fuel tanks. Looks like ammo crates, some machine guns, and some track links. Not a whole lot of optional pieces on these, unfortunately, but still enough there you can do something and use some bits from your other Russian tanks as well. So for the tank cards, we have our IS-2 here. Not a bad, it's a heavy. And that 8 hull is really nice. 6 attack is also really nice on there. And mediocre initiative with the 4. Still a pretty nice all-around tank. And for a few less points, we have the I-85 here. It's kind of odd enough that the 85 has less damage than the regular IS-2. I'm not too familiar with the differences between the two. Obviously the gun. But you still got that 8 hull and everything else on there. It's pretty nice. The initiative does bump up by 1, but you lose 1 to your damage out of there. It does have the heavy tank rule, of course, like the other IS, which is a really nice thing, as well as the Russians' coordinated fire ability. For our unique card for the set, we've got Zinovy Kolobanov. I'm terrible with Russian. He's a commander, +3 initiative during the movement phase, and at the start of the game, you can also move this tank and another friendly tank within close range. A single move, which is kind of cool. Alright, for the points value, I do like the initiative bonus on there, especially if you put it on the one with the big gun. It's really hard to do without the tripod, but I'll try here. For our other cards, we have Cunning Commander, Racing Driver, add-on armor, and Liquid Courage. I think all the Russians come with the Liquid Courage. So there's a look at our completed IS-2, IS-85. One with the fuel tanks on the back, and the gun with the flash suppressor muzzle brake on there. The machine gun's actually mounted on the back of the turret, not on the hull, like I mentioned when I was going through the parts, but beastly little tank. Holds its own against the Tiger, which is awesome. And that's pretty much why I got it. That's about it for our IS-2. It's a pretty mean tank. Puts up a good fight. It's right on par with the Tiger, which is what I was looking for. A Russian counter to the Tiger. And I'm glad I picked this up. I think I'm going to go for a self-propelled gun or a tank destroyer for the Russians next. Maybe a 152 or something, but have to see when that comes. Anyway, that's going to be it for now. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.